Hello everyone, welcome to Powerline. I'm your host Garnet, and let's talk Star-vaders. This deck that I have right now is probably one of my best decks that I have. It's an original build that I have worked out the kinks for myself, and I legitimately have the best time playing it because it does everything that I need it to do. Without further ado, let's get to the build. For my grade zeros, I start with Star-vader Bravefang. I choose this card over everything else because I like the idea of Omega locking. It helps keep the momentum up. So this was the prime card used for the deck. Next, I run 8 crit, 4 heals, and 4 draws. I feel that this is the right combination of triggers that will allow me to put on the maximum amount of pressure to my opponent. For my grade 1s, I choose 4 Barrier Star-vader Promethiums. Those are the perfect cards. I don't run any Quintet Walls in my deck because of no particular reason. I just prefer the regular perfect cards over them. Next, I run 4 Star-vader Volt Line. It's the 7k card that when it boosts and it hits, I Omega Lock 1 card on my opponent's field. It's a really strong card and often forces a block by my opponent because they don't want the cards being Omega Locked. So I think it's a fantastic card. Next, I run 3 Demon Claw Star-vader Lanthnum. This card is actually really good, and when I start locking cards left and right, it gets the boost from it, and it's usually a minimum of 2 cards that I'm locking a turn when I do start locking. And the power that is gained from locking helps me hit really good numbers against my opponent. So this card was a must-have for my deck. And lastly, I run 2 Infinitesimal Star-vader Mayoran. I believe this card is actually very interesting in the event that when I am in Legion with Blaster Joker, this card helps push for games sometimes. And when I know that my opponent doesn't have a perfect card, the power boost is actually really good, which is why I only run it at 2 because I don't really want to see it except when I'm pushing for game. For my grade 2s now, I run 4 Unrivaled Star-vader Radons. Those are my 12k attackers. This card actually is really important in my deck because I end up locking cards behind them for my Blaster Joker's ability. So I need something with enough power to attack a rear guard unboosted, and this is one of the cards that can do so. Also, if Lanthnum is behind it, I can push for some really good numbers. So this is actually a really good card for me to have. Next, I have Flash Gun Star-vader Osmium, also at 4. This is the second part of my combo of Omega locking 2 cards. When this card does hit, it Omega locks on my opponent's side. It's a really good card. I love putting it behind Volt Line to create a fantastic line and apply an insane amount of pressure against my opponent, forcing them to really block every time they have a lock card. And lastly, I run 4 copies of Companion Star-vader Photon. This is the Legion mate to two of my grade 3s, I should say. The card is really good. I rarely actually play it on rear guard to get that extra lock. It's usually on the Vanguard circle on Legion or used for fodder for Blaster Joker's ability. I rarely play it on the rear guard to get that locking ability because I usually don't need it because I have the stuff that I needed locked. For my grade 3s, I run 3 Star-vader Garnet Star Dragon. This is just a staple to put in my deck. It doesn't require any counterblast, and it makes it easier for me to use Blaster Joker's ability because again, it doesn't cost anything, and it shares the Legion mate within Photon. So it's great for an early ride because it has that bottom boosting ability. But I really just run it because it's a free lock a front row and a back row. Next, I run 4 Star-vader Blaster Joker. This is the star of the deck. I can do so many things with it. There are so many different playstyles I can use with Blaster Joker. Both abilities of him is great. When I picked up the deck, I was like, this is the card I want to run, since I was having such a hard time playing with D-Police or playing with Spike Brothers. I felt like I can play tempo and function properly with this card. I have been happy running it. It works miracles. Omega locking, absolute locking and absolute breaking is amazing. Having Mayoran to give an extra 10k to increase the power, or like giving itself an extra crit, which is amazing. Amazing card. I would never turn back. And lastly, Secret Tech. I run 1 Star-vader Imaginary Plane Dragon. Now you may be thinking, why are you running 1 Imaginary Plane Dragon? And I'll tell you why. Because I didn't have a 4th Garnet Star Dragon, and I like the comfort of running 8 grade 3s because of security reasons. Just because of security reasons. So I typed in 1 Imaginary Plane Dragon because I have 4 of its mate in, and I can tell you right now, it has performed wonders in this deck, especially when I can't get my hands on Blaster Joker. I get 3 free locks for no reason. 3 free locks, which results in a triangle lock on my opponent, and then with Bravefang in behind, I can immediately go after 2 of them. It's a secret tech that I love, and all my buddies are just like, you always get it when you need to, and when you do have to ride it, it works miracles. So there it is, the secret tech, Imaginary Plane Dragon. So there you have it, Sky Knight's build for his Blaster Joker deck with the secret tech of Imaginary Plane Dragon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this deck profile. If you want me to profile a clan or any specific type of build, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it, or Kaiser may do it as well. Again, thank you for listening and or watching this deck profile video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you guys later.